Chase Leaki with the blue futon. And in the theaters, I did see Thor, Love and Thunder, IMAX 3D. Was it worth the 3D? Was it even worth seeing what Love and Thunder equals in this movie? Let's find out. So Thor Love and Thunder, what's about? It's a very simple premise, actually. This is right after Avengers Endgame, where Thor is now with the Guardian of the Galaxies. Even though that's probably going to be more in Volume 3, this is more about Gorr, the God Butcher, and is he going to kill Thor? How many gods has he killed? Why does the God Butcher want to kill all these gods? What cameos do we have in this movie? Is it worth your time? Is it better than Thor Ragnarok? Let's discuss. So did I like this movie? I thought it was a fun movie. There is some issues with it, however, with some of the scenarios, dialogue, and humor, as well as stuff that happens that maybe I'm just not into the Marvel lore enough to understand what the heck is happening. So with that, I will give the negatives of the movie first. I thought the humor was very hit or miss, especially with Korg, actually. I think his humor was the worst in the movie. I thought Chris Hemsworth did a good job. I thought whenever Natalie Portman had humor, she delivered. Tessa Thompson, Chris Pratt, all of them had good humor moments. The goats, everyone's saying that was hysterical. I thought the goats got annoying pretty damn quick. After a few yells, I was like, okay, let's tone this down a bit. Russell Crowe's cameo is pretty good. He has gained some weight, let's put it that way, but I do think he had some good humor moments as well. To me, Korg was the weakest, as well as his backstory about how the lava babies happen. Are there no females with rocks? Are they all males? And yeah, I just thought that was a little bit weird of a storyline to do on that level as a whole. So then we talk about the humor, the goats, the story. So with the story, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I don't understand the whole Love and Thunder part with how Korg is narrating this movie. He didn't need to narrate this movie. To me, that was another flaw of this. I don't need him to talk about this movie. But the whole Love and Thunder part at the very end, I thought they were going to go a different route with Mighty Thor. They didn't, so I thought that was pretty much a positive. But I don't know who this character is. Technically, yeah, I know who it is with Christian Bale's character, the God Butcher. But where is that going in the comics? Is it anything related to the comics? I don't know. And that also goes with both end credits. The mid-credit, I have no idea. I understand it's like, Clash of Titans. We could talk about it. We could talk about other, Zeus and everything like that. But I don't know what that leads in with the comics at all. And also at the very end, just serious note, has Natalie Portman, Jane Foster in the movie ever meet Idris Elba's character in the Marvel Universe? Did they ever meet? I don't remember them ever meeting. That's all I'm going to say for that one, even though that could be a complete spoiler. Even though it's not really a spoiler, it's more just a fun nitpick, if you want to put it that way. And I think the story is strong to a point. With Christian Bale's entrance, the very beginning of the movie was fantastic of how he got his power and why he has a revenge story to wanting to butcher all the gods. I think that was extremely well done and throughout his story. But like I said, the end of his story, I understood it, but when it continued on the next 15 minutes, or probably more like 7 minutes, I didn't know where we were headed. And I think that's very much a negative with that story. So we'll talk about the positives, though. It's fun. It's hip. There is some great humor in it. It's not your normal Marvel movie where it has serious elements. Yeah, there's very serious elements with it, but I do think some of the humor is needed for something different when you go into the Marvel universe. So, acting was great. I thought the directing was good. I thought the writing was pretty good. Like I said, some jokes didn't land and everything like that, but how's the 3D? Okay, this is a mix of 3D. When the 3D is there, it is strong, but when the 3D is just not noticeable, it isn't noticeable. So it wasn't really noticeable the first 20-ish minutes. Once, his Mjolnir comes on, when Jane Foster comes in, when his Stormbreaker comes in, when the fighting happens, what the black and white fighting sequences, the black and white fight sequences actually soar with the 3D. So the last battle sequence, as well as the black and white one you see in the trailers, those are fantastic 3D elements where there's extreme depth. It is not flat. It is dimensional, and you can actually see stuff popping off at you. And that is really, really good. This is post-production 3D, so put it that way. Maybe the planet black and white one looked the best because it was mostly CGI. So with that 3D, I think it worked. But with the whole depth of, just the normal talking, I really didn't notice any 3D on that level. When comparing this to, did I see Jurassic World Dominion as well as Doctor Strange? To me, Jurassic World was the worst 3D. But when we're talking about, you know, Doctor Strange as well as Thor, they do have its both plus and cons. But I do think Doctor Strange does have a little bit of an advantage with 3D just because of how that world of dimensions is actually just shown. Even though the first Doctor Strange is the best 3D Marvel movie, in my opinion. So overall, Thor Love and Thunder, I thought it was a fine movie. Some good moments, some cringe moments, some moments that worked, some moments that didn't. It was an enjoyable movie. Could I watch it again? Absolutely. Because Chris Pratt completely shines on the screen. And Chris Hemsworth, they both shine absolutely tremendously. So, if you like Marvel movies, I think you're going to like this movie. It's a solid outing for your weekend. So, Thor Love and Thunder will receive a 3.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 70%. So, see the critics' review scores gave this one. So, you have critics a 68% with 309 of them. Audience score 81% with over 5,000. Here's critic consensus. In some ways, Thor Love and Thunder feels like Ragnarok Redux, but overall it offers enough fast-paced fun to make this a worthy addition to the MCU. Yeah, you can say that, and in my short reaction, I talk about Mark Ruffalo. To me, I'm not the biggest Mark Ruffalo fan as a whole, him as an actor, and his parts in that one were fine when he wasn't Hulk. It was kind of cringe when he was Hulk, was good. So what's better, Ragnarok or this one? I'll probably have to go with Ragnarok just because it was that fresh, but it's the same humor, same gags, dumplings. So, 68, 70, 81. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Futontopia. You Futonians, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I don't think there's going to be another 3D movie for quite some time. Maybe DC Super Pets, and that doesn't look good. Or what about the other cartoon coming out before that? Is there one? I don't know. Next weekend's Crawdads, the Shell movie, and one more. It's a 3-year. It is a 3-year.